And welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is Easter, and first and foremost, I'd like to wish all of you a very happy Easter. It's always a pleasure to know that you're coming in and hanging out with me for just a bit, and I greatly appreciate it. I wouldn't be where I am today without each and every one of you and Joe on the back end. On Sundays moving forward, you're going to see me flying solo over here, and it's just what we're going to do. He's going to help me with my Monday, Fridays. He's going to do all of the editing, and you're getting live, unfiltered, uncut video footage on Sundays. So we can have a little sip of tea, we can sit and chat, but let me tell you, life is a blast, and I appreciate you. I know my camera angle is not set this way, it's set this way, and I get all of that. I'm not in the landscape mode, but I'm learning. So please don't pick up the phone and call the quilt police on me, because it is what it is. I'm a girl learning, and every day is going to be a new day. So let me slip over. Let me see. Debbie, welcome and happy Easter, my friends. I appreciate you hopping in. Hey, Debbie, welcome, welcome. Happy Easter morning. Irish Sail Lady, good morning, good morning. I appreciate you all coming in today. I know it's a holiday, and I don't expect very many people here. They're probably helping with the grands or dealing with their own littles, and that's okay. But today, boy, do I got some tea to spill with you. And they're going to be the ones missing out, or they're going to have to catch it on the replay. So, where do I start? Let me tell you. I'm finishing up the binding on my raspberry lemonade quilt. I know I said I was going to just do it all live, but you're not going to get the fancy camera angles that you so deserve. And that's okay, too. The LQ3 Quilter. Hi, Donna. How are you? I'm doing well. How about you? Rose Davis. Good morning from Columbus, Ohio. Hello, hello, Donna Dixon. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you today? So, anyway, I'm getting ready to round this last corner, and I will be able to show you just a smidgen of this. You're not going to get the good camera angle, and that's okay. But I've been asked, and ask, how do you get your binding to join on the miter? So it's really simple. You pull out your handy ruler, and you just line it up. Sometimes you just, whatever the width of your binding is the exact width that you're going to need when you're cutting your binding and you're measuring it out. That's how I do mine. Now, please, as I said, don't go calling the quilt police, because I know what works for me. Everybody has their own way of doing it. And that's what makes us all unique in our own little world, in our own little way. So I know when I cut my binding and I pre-made it, it's at 2.5 inches. So I'm at the point right now to where I'm going to measure and I'm going to cut. So the easiest way, because I'm going to verbalize everything with you for a little bit. Good morning, June. Good morning. Good morning, Joe Carmel. She's in the house. June, I appreciate all of you. Carolyn Wilson, hello, hello. If I miss someone coming in, it is not on purpose, trust me. It's just I've got my iPad over here blown up so that I can see the chat on this side as well. So as you're coming in, it's going to be a little bit of a delay unless I can pick it up in front of me. So, anyway, back to the binding. So, your binding is 2.5. So, what I do with mine is I'm just going to give you a little sneak. So, say this is the part that's on your quilt, and I'm going to grab this part. What you're going to do is you've got this little snippet, and you're getting ready to join. You're going to take your 2.5 inch ruler well, your ruler. And you're going to come down, say you're butting them together. You're going to come down the width of whatever your binding was. So if your binding was 2 inch, you're going to come down 2 inch. If it's 2.5, you're going to come down 2.5. And that's where you're going to snip it off. Then when you lay it flat, you're going to make the cross. You're going to have one going down and one coming across it, and it's going to come in perfect. Good morning, Brenda. There then, and had to go to the comments. Oh, let me see what you're talking about. Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter. Yes, I love that it's Easter. The reason for the season. How great is that? So I'm coming down with my ruler, and I'm measuring, and I'm pulling it tight because I really like a tight binding. I'm not sure about anybody else. So I'm going to the end where it was, and instead of it 2.5, I like my bindings really tight. So I'm going about 2 1/4. That way it's going to be really snug in there. And that's just my personal preference. Good morning, Rebel. Good morning. Tamara, good morning. I appreciate all of you coming in with me this morning. Gives us someone to sit and sew with or have a little sip of tea with. But, oh, my Lord, let me tell you, what a week it has been. Busy, busy here in the stitching room. And I'm telling you, it's been fun. A lot of projects have been pre-cut and ready to roll for the month of April and a couple for May. But let me get to here. This is how it is, and you're going to put right sides together, and it's going to make the cross. You can pin in place, but you're going to have all of this. So all you have to do is really put your arm on it. Shh. The quilt police are out there. Be careful. And you're going to come diagonally across it. You're never, ever, ever going to cut until you pull it tight like this. And you're going to make sure that it fits. As you can see, mine fits, and I went a little bit shorter. So now it's safe for me to go ahead and cut off this little snippet. And it can go into my scrap bin. And it's all going to be okay. Thanks for the binding tip, Donna. You're welcome. It's good to know when I first came in, it would not let me comment. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hate that. Jim Carmel, let me see. I made the double heart quilt, and I love it. Yes, you did. And it turned out stunning. Let me tell you, that was a cute one. So, I'm going to get this last little snippet in. And then I can spill a little bit of the tea. And then I've got to tell you about this funny quilt, please. Gosh, I'm telling you. Did you know that this is going to be funny? Got to tell me what you think in the comments. If a content creator misspeaks and pronounces a word wrong, say the sun's setting, instead of saying, oh, it's sunset, you're going to get an email. Yeah. And they're going to tell you, the sun's not setting, that's called a sunset. Or, we as content creators, we put ourselves out there. And that's what we do. So, how do you respond to that? Or, the best, let me see, in the last week, you're going to like this. Just saying. I'm not kidding. Who knew just saying is not proper English? Yeah, a teacher wrote me to tell me, will you please stop saying just saying? Or slow down on your speaking and you're not going to have such an accent. I wish I had all of the quilt police sitting here in my room and guiding me and mentoring me. But I don't. And that's okay too. Fantastic. I'm going to be in trouble. Joe, me too. I'm telling you. Good morning, Day. Happy Easter, my friend. Here for a few before we head out to breakfast. Thank you. Oh my God, teacher, just move on. I am not kidding. That's why I was like, oh. I opened up my emails this morning, and that's what made me think of, I just got to talk about the Quilt Police. Yeah. I welcome anybody's critiquing, as any other content creator does. Good morning, Tracy. Happy Resurrection Day, my friend. Amen. People need to get a life. Yeah. I'm telling you. That's not the email you want to get in the morning. Quit saying, just saying. And shh, don't say the sun's going down. You look out your window and it's like, you have to start going like this and peeking because you don't know if they're out there. And you know who I mean. All of those quilt police telling you, speak a little slower. Speak a little clear. Who knew? And good Lord, don't say the sun's going down. It's sunsetting time, my friends. And let me say, I love all of my emails. And I'm sure other content creators do too. Because I luck out, I get a good bit of happy mail too. But I'm telling you, that one this morning had me chuckling. Will you please, please? I'm an English teacher. I love your channel. I love your channel. But quit saying, just saying. It's not going to happen. There's a button up there. Unsubscribe. I'm staying true to me. You are such an inspiration as you. I am perfectly imperfect. I don't know how else to put it. It's just, it cracks me up. Donna, that's why we love you. You are just being you. What you see is what you get. All of my friends from YouTube that have met me, they'll tell you what you see. It's what you get. And it's okay. Let me see. I was rolling this morning. I almost called Day, but I knew it was too early. At least you had a good chuckle. I did, Shelly. I responded back. Oh, really? And I went into the dictionary and got the definition of sunset. What is it? Sunsetting. Copy, paste, drop. I just thought that one was cute. What else? Oh, when you start a binding, you're getting ready to flip it over. This one's cute. That's why I'm pointing this one out. Did you know you're technically supposed to flip it and start at the corner? They saw a video where I started down here and not at the corner. Did you know you've got to start at the corner? I have no formal training. I've only been sewing a couple years, but I'm telling you, I'm learning a lot. And I do honestly take all of the serious comments. Tracy, have a great day, and off to church you go. So you know the sun's going down while it sets. I sat there, and I'm like, Easter morning, I get a correction when the sun's going down. I'm like, yeah, I did say that. They even was gracious enough to give me the video link. So, and the timestamp, so I knew when I said it. Yeah, I didn't even have my first cup of coffee yet. Go get them, Rebel. I never start at the corner. I don't, because I like my corners straight. And I'm a fine quilter. I really just do my best. So, if I'm teaching you something and you don't want to use it, trust me, it's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings because I'm not coming into your sewing room and I'm not going to police you. It's okay. It's okay. What else has been funny? I'm sure as a content creator, we all get those little funny videos from time to time. Or we misspeak, and nobody's perfect. I don't edit, Joe does. And I remember back when we first started, it was, he liked me to, I know when I get to really gabbing, and I talk really fast, then you can really pick up on my accent. No, I didn't start in the corner either. I was researching before the live. That's why it took me a second. Because I wanted to find a video that said I'm supposed to start in the corner. So that email just hit the trash can. Whoop, but thank you for writing and letting me know. So right now I've just changed over to my invisible thread. I do prefer to use it on the backs. It just works better for me. I never start the corner. No one does. I was just like mind-blowing. I didn't know it was a thing. That deemed an email. Your accent's part of your channel. Yes. And all I could do was laugh. You gotta laugh at, you gotta be able to point out your own flaws and your own faux pas. And you've got to be able to say, oh, I messed up, or ooh, I wish I did this different. We all do. But I'm telling you, that one really had me chuckling. Let me see. Did you know? Oh, this is the newest one this week. So I'm spilling all of the tea on Sundays. Did you know that when you go to buy fabric for your patterns, this is the good one. This is the good one. You're going to like this. That you should automatically, if your pattern calls for 1 1/4 yards, because I did a video showing all of my bar jello that's already, I've got it cut and ready to go. Did you know that when you're in the fabric store and you have your pattern, you are to tell them that you need an extra 1/4 of a yard, not 7/8, not 1/2, but 1/4. You know why that is? Because the end that we're already going to line up and straighten up is already crooked, so you're going to lose. So you need to always be mindful that when you're out shopping for your fabric, so it'll save you a lot of heartache in the long run, make sure that you do buy the extra. And I was just like, who knew that was a thing? So if you guys, when you're out shopping for your fabrics, let me know in the comments, because I got it coming up all over the place. I'm just curious now, is that really a thing? That I need to start purchasing extra instead of what the pattern says. And it wasn't even a specific pattern designer. It was just all over, blank, bam. When you're buying, I'm giving you words of advice from experience, says writer. I don't want to see you have the same faux pas that I have. Buy an extra 1/4 yard. So my question would be, what am I going to do with it? Because I'm not going to need it. Not going to need it at all. So happy Sunday morning to you, my friends. Good morning, Janine, and welcome. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. And the sun is shining. And yes, that means, the sun is up. It's not sitting. Who are these loonies? I'm not at liberty to discuss it. Just stopping in for a quick hello, heading to church. Happy Easter, everyone. Janine, you need to go after these. I do. I honestly, I read everyone. and it makes my day. But I'm learning I need my coffee first. Oh my. It's just a blast. Good morning, Donna. Good morning. Guesstimate on a pattern I'm making and had less than 2 inches left over of fabric. That person would have fainted. Could you imagine? I'm too frugal. I am just like so with Debbie. If my pattern says I'm to buy, I don't know, a half a yard, I am not going to buy 3/4. I just get a chuckle. It's just too funny. It's priceless. Oh my goodness, goodness. I tell you what a glorious day the Lord has made, I tell you. And how do you respond? Or do you respond? I just... The sun's going down. No, that's called a sunset. I just think it's the little things in life that make you chuckle. Okay, I'm getting to the corners now. I gotta make sure I am mindful of my words here because I don't want another email. So the way that mine's going is you have it here and you've got this side. The way that I've showed last week's video to where you sew a diagonal line at the corner. Like your corner is like this and you're going to sew straight off of it. Not this way, but you're going to come down into the point. It's going to tell your fabric exactly which way this fold needs to go. So it makes it really simple. And I said I was going to tell where that tidbit came from. I found that over on the Donna Sisters, but also Shabby Fabrics uses that little tidbit, and it's amazing. And it works every time. That is a total game changer. I could sit and bind all day. How about you? It's my favorite part. It's like putting the icing on the cake. You know, you're just about there and squeaking it out. Let me see. Be careful waking up and living to your fullest. Absolutely. Rebel. Mean before coffee, sort of nice after. Miss Donna, what did you put in your coffee today, young lady? This is what happens when your power goes out at night and you're forced into bed by 8:30. You can't read unless you're reading by flashlight. So you get bored and you get a really solid night's sleep, and then you're up about 3:30, 4 o'clock working. Didn't realize fabric was so smart. Yes, it is. So if you sew directly off of the corner of your fabric, that's going to make your fabric lay like this and this. If you're coming like down the front of what's in front of you, Day, this is the bottom, and this would be your side. If you've sewed off that corner, this side is automatically going to start to fold in. So that's going to tell you the bottom half's going to fold in, and then the top's going to come over, and that's going to give you that solid, nice-looking corner. Who knew? And I'm sure somewhere out there is a fancy name for that. And I don't know what it is. I ordered the raspberry lemonade pattern. Oh my goodness. Let's talk patterns for a second. I very rarely, and I want to say I've only been stitching for a couple years, have ever made a pattern more than once because there's so many out there, and I'm a late in life quilter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't start until COVID, and I started for the whole year of mask making. So I didn't know about quilt. I knew of quilting, and my first video that I ever watched was Mom and Pop's Quilt Shop. And then my next one from there was Sobecca, then Tiffany, and that's where I kind of hovered. And then I fell upon Tracy over at the Sewing Channel, and I've moved on a little bit, grown my inner circle, the ones that I know I can learn the most from. So watch my hand. Laura Lynn, I watch her for my quilting, and Tiffany for my quilting. I got Sew Becca and Tracy at the Sewing Channel. They are amazing. If you want a pattern that is outside of the box, run over to Tiffany's. I'm telling you, the girls got a lot going on over there too. But we all find that content creator that we just click with. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Sunny, Ontario. Awesome. But life's a blast, you know, and you got to make the most of it every day. So I feel I'm going to be 60 in August. I started quilting when I was 57. I've got a lot of quilts to get made because I'm so far behind, you know? But when you get those funny little messages or the PMs, how would you respond? Would you respond salty? Would you respond after a cup of coffee? And I know they're done with love, and I'm just playing. But the Quilt Police, I'm telling you, they are really out there. Yeah. So when you're showing your friends your quilts, don't pick out your mistakes. Because unless you have the pattern in your hand, and you're actually saying, do my points line up? Look at the picture. Go over my quilt. I want you to see it the way it should be versus the way I did it. They're not going to care. They're going to love it for the way you are. Donna, do we ever truly get caught up? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'm telling you, no, we don't. And it's okay. It's okay. So, let me see. This quilt here was a blessing to me for my birthday last year from my girl Jersey. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know whether it was the fabrics that I fell in love with, because normally I'm a blue. Give me anything sea blue, whether it's the beachy sand colors, whether it's the sea blue. I feel like in a prior life, who knows, I probably lived in the sea. Shh. But I'm telling you, I just love seashells, the sun setting at the seashore. I think it's beautiful. How about you? So, it's just, life is what you make it. Pick your favorite colors, but I'm telling you, this one, I was glad to be blessed, by far, because I look at Jersey like a bonus kid, and so does Joe. And this pattern is so well written. I'm not kidding. Very little waste, and thank goodness I didn't go to the extra and buy all of that extra fabric because I'm not going to need it. No, I won't. So, I'm not going to need that extra fourth of a yard because it wouldn't come in handy. Good morning, good morning. I ordered the raspberry lemonade. Let me slip over to my chat over here because I'm stuck here. Let me see. Making sure I'm trying to hit everybody as yous are coming in. Hi, Terry. Good morning, Lynn. Rebel. Just tell them, bless your heart. Ooh. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we all have that content creator that we've looked to for mentorship, leadership, guidance. Type in the pattern. It's probably out there somewhere and someone's already done it. Go to them for learning so many fun techniques out there. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. But back to this quilt. This is one that I call it the Jersey quilt. I dearly love this pattern. And yes, I slowed down when I said it because I would normally say pattern. But this is a pattern. I'm slowing it down so we don't get the quilt police here. Bless your heart, that saying scares me. Good morning, Jackie. So I have sister chicks. I always fix my mistakes, but I do it for me, not for others who will ever see my quilts. Happy Easter, Donna. Running the church this morning. Good morning, Di. So that is Di over at Sister Chicks. And I'm starting a little Wednesday. I'm going to just do a little pop in, like a 10-minute clip. And you're going to like it. What I'm going to do is channel hop. Yeah, I'm going to channel hop. So let's see if I hop over to your channel if you're a creator. But what I'm going to do is go in and pick out one of your videos. You're not going to know when it's you. And I'm going to showcase your video saying, this is the quilt. This is the link. Go watch this creator. This is what I learned from that video. So it's from creator's eyes to creator's eyes. I think that's going to be fun. And it's going to be less than like 5 or 10 minutes. Just enough that you're going to go watch the video. You're going to check it out. And it's going to be fun. And I'm just going to do that for a little bit for the month of April. And let me know what you think. I think it's going to be fun because when I'm channel surfing at night, I'm watching homesteading videos. And there's just so much out there. I'm telling you. Their life is too short to get stuck in your lane. So it's okay. It's really okay to go to another creator's channel and hit that like button. Give them a shout out. Hey, Donnell, you're doing great, kid. Do that because in the world we live today, together we grow. I've said it from the beginning of my channel. We would not, and I say we because this channel belongs to Joe and I. It's not mine. This is ours. And without Joe, it wouldn't be. So I believe in togetherness. We can share, we can grow. So show us what you got. What fabric did you use for this quilt? This all came as a kit. And I would have to advise you, because I did not write the name of it down, to if you Google into my, not Google, what is it called? I'm misspeaking. I'll get an email. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, there is my raspberry lemonade quilt in the description box. You will see the name of the fabric line that was used. And I'm being honest, I just don't remember the name of the fabric line. But here, once I finish, I believe this is the final corner, then we will be ready to show you this. And then, oh, I got some tea to spill. You thought the QUILT Police was good. Let me tell you. You see this up here behind me? Right here. Is that not gorgeous? And it's fun fabrics that are playing well together. Yeah. Love it when fabrics play nicely. So, like I said, I very rarely have ever done the same quilt twice. I love my legit kits, but when I do them, either they're blessed or they're already done. Let me just say it that way. And I've moved past that. So I very, very rarely ever go back and redo a quilt. Ran out of bobbin here, so give me just a second while I'm picking this out. Yep, I thought I did. So anyway, long story short, let me get my grubby little paw down in here. No, I didn't. I don't know why it broke. Might have hooked here. Hold on. I thought I had a full bobbin, and I've never went through a whole one. Yeah, there it is. It jumped out of the carriage. And I probably used that word wrong. But anyway. I've got to get this in. And other creators make it look so easy. But I don't. I take it all apart and do it. That way I'm sure it's in right the first go around. So, leveled back up. I'm back at my corner. And let's see. I've never had that happen with my invisible thread. So let's see if it... Now it's back. Must have cut accidentally. So, let me see. Lost train of thoughts. Lost where I was. Donna, what... Wait a minute. Donna, when you're revealing the thrift... Oh, that's going to be tonight. Thrift store throwdown is going down tonight. So, stay tuned. And I have it here, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek as soon as I get this done. But you can't... You just can't sell me out. Okay? Because I don't want to get any emails on it. But I can tell you what, that thrift store throwdown with Amy was a blast. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a blast. And life happened, so we had to delay it a little bit. And Amy and I was talking a little bit last night, and it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a blast. And you're not going to want to miss any of it. But I can tell you that I did do it FPP. Thank you, Pat, and welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Pat has just became one of my channel members, and I appreciate it. And Pat will get you added into that squirrel group as well. And I humbly appreciate you, Miss Pat. So, anybody else out there that wants the behind the scenes, come sit and sew with Ying. Become a channel member. It helps me. It helps Joe. It helps run the stuff behind the scenes. It helps with our giveaways. No YouTube creator ever gets rich from our channel memberships. Everybody offers something different all the time. Good morning and Easter blessings. The thrift store throwdown sounds interesting. I'm telling you. Good Lord is all I have, because it is going to be phenomenal. I have my video done. I have it sitting right here next to me. They are both set for premieres. Mine is 6:30. Thank you, the LQ3 Quilter, for joining. We humbly appreciate you. If you could send me an email at donna@handmadebyying.com with your Facebook, tell me what your picture is so that I can go in and add you and your real name. Then I can get you into the group and you're going to have a blast. I promise. Like yesterday, I normally meet with my squirrels one time a month, where we sit and sew. We either bring our whips and UFOs, or we do a project based. So last month, what was supposed to be like a 4-hour sew along, just everybody doing their own thing, I lost track of time, and it was quite long, but it was a very fun day, let me tell you. I don't think anybody left disappointed. I don't put people in all the rooms. I'm not fancy like Becca, and she does a fabulous job with it. I just have everybody in the room chitter-chattering, and as it grows, someday I may end up having to divide and conquer or whatever. But for right now, our group is small, and we enjoy everything. Everybody comes at their own times. It's just fun to sit and sew with you guys. You guys get to see me each week over here. And now I'll get to meet you face to face and get to hang out with you a bit. But yesterday I pulled a impromptu, hey, who wants to come sew? And I sent the Zoom link in the squirrel group, and many of them popped in and out all day long. It was fun. It's so amazing, and it gives us a chance to get to know each other better. Yep. And it's honestly just a good time to be had. So if you're interested, there's a button over there. And please, if you do the highest level, that gets you a few extra perks. And but any level you can do means the world to Joe and I. As you can tell, I did not put a label in this quilt because I just didn't. And once I figure out what home it's going to go to, then I'll personalize a label and get it stitched in. But tell me in the comments, do you pre-wash your quilts before you send them to their forever home? I'm curious because yes, I spoke on this the other day. Yeah. Ring-a-ding-ding, typey. Do you know when you wash them and you send them, all of those perfect lines that you sweated over and worried about, they're gone? Yeah. But if I'm blessing someone with one of my quilts, it means the world to me if they use them. I don't want them just tossed in a closet in their pillowcase bag. I want them to be used. How about you? Yeah. Girl wants them used. So anyway, let me get back over to this Raspberry Lemonade quilt. So this is how she turned out, and I love her. So I think she pretty well matches up with the picture. So what I'm doing is, this one is going to be staying here for a while, and then she will be blessed. I have an idea of where I would like to send her. But for right now, I just want to enjoy her. Give her plenty of cuddles, you know? So, yeah, she's adorable. So I can honestly say she is now off my list. But what I can tell you is, guess what? You're going to be excited. All of this up here is going to become another Raspberry Lemonade quilt. But it's not going to have those colors. I'm changing it up a bit, just to see different fabrics sent in by a couple of my moderators. And we're creating the Raspberry Lemonade pattern all over again. So yesterday I worked on getting everything cut out and stitched up. This is going to be my focal to where those blocks are. The flying geese are going to be becoming the star legs. The four-patch is in tones of gray to tone it down just a little. And then the corner pieces, that's going to make everything swirl. Oh, yeah. Okay, so hang tight, because sometime this coming week, you're going to get to see that coming out, and that's going to be a fun one. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss that. I will probably stitch on it just a little bit on Monday night. Monday night I'll do that just a bit. When you're using your invisible thread for the back of your quilts, I love it, because if, gosh forbid, you do wobble a little bit down here on your line, on the back, you can't see it. And 2 years ago, I entered my first quilt into a quilt show just because I wanted judged, so that I could see. I knew I had a lot of imperfections. I knew that. But I wanted to see, from the eyes of a judge, what I could do better to help me learn to become a better quilter. Susie, thank you. And I appreciate you. So, with that being said, I got my judging score, told how to do it. It's Guterman. So with Debbie, it's Guterman. And I tell you what, I'd never turn back. I use it on all of my bindings for the back. You know, when you flip your quilt over and you do see that line of thread, even though you're trying to match it with your backings, and skip it all. Just skip it. I think I've got it here in the pouch. Give me just a second, and I shall, unless I put it away last night, and knowing me, I may have. Yes, I've already put it away. But it's okay. It's Gutermann Invisible Thread. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from your local quilt shops. But honestly, you won't be disappointed in it at all. So let me see. I've told you about, we've finished the binding. Spilled a little tidbit of the tea on the Quilt Police. I'm telling you guys, give me a break. Yeah. That was just 3 emails. The sun's going down. No, the sun is setting. Don't forget. It's sitting. See you later, Donna. And everyone got to go take care of the critters. Absolutely. I am new to your channel. Could you explain a little more about your channel name? I sure can. So anyway, my husband and my granddaughter picked our channel name. At the time, I was the current president for the Maryland State Firemen's Association's Ladies Auxiliary. I've got 40 years of service in fire service. My phone was always ringing because we were in the pits of my presidency and the COVID pandemic. My phone was ringing. My granddaughter, when she was a little bit littler, because there's 13 years you got to climb up these chairs to become president and serve an amazing organization. My phone would go ring, ring, ring. Well, at the time, my youngest granddaughter, she would teeter, holding it and run into me. And ring, ring became Ying, Ying. She would go ying, 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 ying. So my name at the time was Nana, turned to Ying, Ying. And then years later, when she started school, she's in the Chinese immersion program, we find out that in Mandarin, Ying, Ying means grandma. I'm not kidding. So everything I do here is handmade. So my husband and granddaughter, handmade by Ying. And there you go. That's the backstory of where we got our channel name. I've thought about, like, in the beginning, I was going to be like, hey, here the pandemic, it's messed us all up. I just become the COVID quilter. Joe's like, shh, no, 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 no. So my granddaughter and my husband named the channel Handmade by Ying. Hence the name. So before I spill a little bit more of the tea, let me tell you. Have you guys ever been, and if not, will you please go over to Shabby Quilts? I'm not kidding. The girl, I just love her. Fallon and her husband, Matt. Everything from the rulers to the patterns. As you can see, every once in a while you'll see chairs sitting behind me or quilts here on the quilt rack. This is not a paid or sponsored chat about Shabby Quilts. So let me say that. Do not reach out to Shabby Quilts and say, Donna's over there plugging your channel, because they know I do it all the time. I do it because I love their products. I don't need any form of anything. Nothing. I love those kids. They are amazing and they're going places. But what I can tell you is, guess what? Fallon's newest pattern. Is that not going to stink and be amazing? Run. Don't walk. And let's do this together as squirrels. What do you think? I think it's going to be a blast. Fallon sent me this last night, and she knows I barely love her patterns. I think I've done every one with the exception of her log cabin, one that she had just done. I've gotten a little bit behind with my granddaughter and things. So this is available in throw and queen size. Kate, hello, hello. Look how much you got done on your new project. Do you ever sleep? No. No. But this is what I have on this. I've also, last weekend, I cut out 6 patterns. 6. Over the course of 2 days. They are labeled, marked, and ready to go for April and May. I do want to do, which one? The Dragonfly dance. If you have not seen this, this is, I have it marked for April, but I squirreled. There's no other way of putting it. I squirreled. So I'm going to move this back by about 4 weeks. You buy extra fabric if you want. I'm not. I have not found the fabric that I want for this, but this is going to be what we are making. It is FPP, and it's called Dragonfly Dance Quilt. And let me see here. I want to make sure I am not misspeaking. Sherry at wholecirclestudios.com. That is where you can pick this pattern up. Is it not stinking beautiful? Whole Circle Studios. Come sew with me. This one's going to be a blast. I honestly have not even broke it open. Squirrels, go over to Fallon's. This is going to be a fun one. So, April the 13th, I believe if you come to the table with everything cut out and ready, we can get this quilt done in a day. Happy Easter, Donna. You look, wait a minute. Look how much you got done. Yes, absolutely. So, let me pop this out of its plastic. And it's pretty thick. It looks kind of like a book. And, let me pull this open because I honestly, yeah, your small templates to be used. And this is FPP. Yes. What girl doesn't love FPP? Yeah. Test 1, your bottom wings. Yes, this is going to be a blast. And this is what your circle will look like as we're joining each one. I do definitely want to do each dragonfly in a different color. I study my patterns before I do them. But before I commit to the exact date that we're going to do this, I do want to get this Bargello off of my plate and hopefully onto the long arm. It's a mini, so how big is it? Let me see. 32 by 32. It's a small wall hanging, but this one here I will frame. I just think it's going to be so stinking gorgeous. The fabric that they've used here has little specks, kind of like the sun. And the quilting on this looks like they've went in a circle all the way around, like starting in the center, and it looks like they've just intentionally went for the inside perimeter of where the dragonflies are. Then when they got to the tips here of the dragonflies, they started ruler work, etching each one out individually. And I'm telling you what, this is going to be a fun sew-along. I'll decide if we're going to do this on the channel or not. It's giving you the tools. You're going to need your background fabric. You're going to need 2 yards of that. The dragonfly body. And that's the long part of it. You're going to need 12 inches by 8 inches. Easy. Then your wings. Pull from your scrap bins. That's what we do. And you're going to make your little wings. It says 24 pieces in a variety of solids or prints that measure 5 inches by 1. This is going to be a fun, simple sew. If you need additional fabrics to complement your stash, fat 8s are good. So that would be good. Let me see. Special tools. You're only going to need your paper scissors or rotary cutters to cut out the templates. Cardstock that you're going to fold your pattern in pieces. Your rulers, which we already do. Your add a quarter. I use my Fallon ruler. And wallpaper seam roller or a bone folder. So share your quilts. If we're doing this, I'll drop all of the information in the description box at the closing of this video, and you'll be able to go over. But go to Whole Circle Studios. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a blast. This one, as you can see, they've done it with the whites and they've done it with the dark. I want to get with Becca and see if she has any of that speckle, like nighttime. I think that would be cool right there. I love that. And I think it would be cool to put those dragonflies in the night. You know, when the sun's going down. The sun's setting. So that's going to be fun. And squirrels, please slip over, like I said, to Soviet Quilts. You're not going to be disappointed. This will be our next project. If you're sewing project-based, bring your whips and UFOs. Come sew. Enjoy the early morning West Coast live. Have a great day. You too, Joe. God bless you. So, this is going to be fun. Promise you, fun, fun, fun. Let me see, Pat Strawhouse. Sorry, I'm lagging in the chat. I do wash gifted and donated quilts. I do too. So they are ready to use. Still unsure if I should pre-wash a quilt for our hospital fundraiser. Please advise. As an example, if it's a hospital fundraiser, do not wash it. Do not wash it. Put a note in there. Type up the directions on washing it. I'm going with what the Ronald McDonald House, Pittsburgh Children's Hospital. Don't wash them, because when they're gifted over there or used for fundraising at that hospital, they show them, but before they're gifted, they go to the laundry and they're sanitized. They know you can't boil them, you know what I mean? But they use special stuff on the quilts. They use Drift so that it's washed simply, easily, and they don't fray or come apart. And they're clean to be gifted to these children. So I really like that. So Fallon, I know you'll catch the replay at some time today. This is going to be one of my squirrel projects. And I'll get stitching. I love the way that she's got the chains. Not sure yet on what color I'm going to use. So that's going to be fun. So, let me ask you in the chat before I get off of here. How many of you make pillowcases when you're blessing your quilts to someone else? I'm kind of curious. I never knew it was a thing, and this is a good thing. If you're storing them on shelves, storing them in a closet, storing them, you made them on a quilt ladder by a window, whatever. Your method of storing your quilts, whether you're throwing it on your sofa, tell me, what are we doing? Because it's fun. I'm not kidding. Let me get this chat to move up a bit. That way I can see it. Okay. So, answer that. Sorry I'm lagging in the chat. I've already got that. Yes, I do. Yep. Happy Easter, Genevieve. Yes, a gift sack with ribbon. I think that's perfect. See, I thought I was the only one that was, like, late to the party on doing that because I didn't know it was a thing. But when the quilt police called, and then they send you the email, hey, I noticed you're not making pillowcases. I was like, what? Why would I want a matching pillowcase for my quilts? I didn't know it was a thing. Now I'm glad I do. So out of every little negative, there's goodness. So 6:30 tonight, there will be a premiere of the making of this quilt. But looking and looking. Karen's story, good idea. Absolutely. After this quilt was made, it's a good size lap throw. I did the measurements, and part of the rules of this thrift store throwdown with Amy, I had to use all, and she said all of the fabric. She got the shirts and the shorts, sliced them in the middle. She kept half, I kept half. Go back to my thrift store throwdown video. It's sure to please. You're not going to be disappointed, I'm telling you. You're probably going to be cracking up because the look on my face, I've watched that video a couple times. I'm like, I pulled it out and I was like, I can work with these. Then when I held it up to the camera, the first shirt, I was like, oh my Lord, she cut him in half. Who does that, right? Amy did it. Yeah, Amy. So anyway, I will give you a little sneak peek. Shh. Don't tell, because I don't want the quilt police out there. But anyway, remember in the video, if you've seen it, one of the shirts had the ribbing that come down the very front of it. And I wanted to make sure that I followed the rules. I didn't want to break the rules, you know? So I'm going to hold this just a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about. The buttonholes, I did not have enough to stitch these together. So I put a pin there. And when this goes to the quilt winner, the recipient, I'm telling you, I'll put a little note there that says, hey, don't stick yourself. But anyway, it says Thrift Store Throwdown Challenge, February of 2024. Donna Strunz and Amy Dement, John 3:16, handmade by Ying with Donna. Blessings, and I gave them a heart. In all of the quilts that come out of our studio, out of our area, we kind of put a heart in all of them. Whether it's roller work, I don't care. I like to put a little heart. That's a little piece of me, whether it's in the corner. It's not going to be in the center of your quilt. So if you're sending them to me to be quilted, trust me on this. It's going to be in a corner somewhere. Yeah. Girl loves to put hearts. So I'm only going to give you a little peek because I don't want Amy to see. But join me tonight. Is that not pretty? Look at that. Shh. Love the Dragonfly quilt. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Pat, don't do it. Let me get myself a post-it note here. I'll check and find out what it would go from here because sometimes our rates are different. So let me check on that. And I'll do that probably tomorrow because I'm going to have some family time in a little while. Let me see. So I've got that. I just wanted to make sure I put a note. Do not pay that kind of fee. The pattern on the front of it here says $12. And I bought it at QuiltCon. But is this not stinking cute? Yeah. So the recipient of this one, the way that the contest is going to run on my side. Amy's going to do her thing. I'm going to do mine. These will go to our subscribers. The contest will open up tomorrow. I will do a standalone video about the thrift store throwdown and tell you how to enter to win. I'm going to hold my side open for 7 days. Every day I'll do a little short, throwdown short, and tell you how many submissions we have. You're going to have to email me. That's the way I'm going to do mine. It's not going to be in the chat at all. You're going to have to send me an email, and in the subject line, Thrift Store Throwdown. I need your address. Because if you're lucky and you win, I don't want to have to hunt you down to bless you. So this, I will probably, I'm saying today's the 31st. The video is going out tomorrow for 7 days. Next Sunday, let me see. I'll either do it next Sunday or the following. I'll get with Amy on that. Details. Yeah. I'm just going to have everybody email. I'll have Joe print the emails. We'll fold that. I'll print them, fold them in half, and put them in a bin. It's going to be old-timey. I'm not going to be able to, I won't even know who entered. How cool is that? Reach my hand in the bin, and out she'll come. I'll announce the winner. It'll be packaged up after I show it a couple times on the channel. And then she'll be off to her forever home. I tell you, I'm calling her because she's pretty in pink. And I just love this one. This was fun. So if you're a content creator out there, watch out. Because you might be the next thrift store throwdown. That was one of the funnest things that I've done in a hot minute. Donna, let me know the cost for shipping. I will. I'll check with my local post office. I'll just take this pattern with me. And Pat, text me your mailing address. And then I'll ask him over here at my post office because I have to go tomorrow. So I'll just take my pattern with me and say, can you tell me how much this is going to be to mail here? And then we'll just see. Because there is no way a $12 pattern should cost you $50. No. Just Googled the pattern, saw several PDFs available. Ooh. Cool. Is it the same pattern? Is it the same? That's the thing. The mini dragon, I'm telling you, go to the Whole Circle studio. Make sure you're using that pattern. It's 32 by 32. It's going to be fun. And I'd really love to stitch it up with you. So it's a little bit past 10. Yes, for 12 also. Pat, do you want to check that out? I'll check again for PDF. Thanks. You're welcome. Let me know, Pat. If not, no matter what, I'll still check postage. Hi, I love your glasses. It's been fun watching. Have a great day. You're welcome. Let me see what else. There was something else of importance. I want to make sure that I'm covering everything. I have a whole wall here of projects, but you'll start seeing behind me because I've moved my room around again. Springtime, you know, I need that sunshine and the sun going down in my windows. So let me see. I'm making sure. Sewology, I'm going to get with Becca and we're going to figure that out. I've gotten a couple emails. I will never leave someone hanging. There's few sewing that with us. We've tabled it. Life happens. But I think what we're going to do is, if we know you're sewing along with us, we're going to set up a Zoom and we're going to zoom through it in a couple settings. So get snippet on your fabric, get it all ready, and let's build this quilt out together. Let me see. 7 Easy Pieces is coming up on my channel. This 10 Square Scrambles coming up on my channel. So there's a lot coming up. I am going to be starting the Eagle sometime after April 15th. And that you'll just get little snippets. You're not going to get the whole sew along. This is a private sew. I'm making this for my husband. He has been my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter since we started this. So I want to make this really special for him. So he knows I'm making it, but he doesn't know it's for him. Or does he? So anyway, happy Easter, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I humbly appreciate each and every one of you. Watch out for those quilt police out there. Some of the most well-intended comments can be hurtful. Take it with a grain of salt, everybody, because who knows? You could be the next one that gets that email. And don't say the sun's going down. You know, the sun's setting. Happy Easter, everybody. Donnell's live over on her channel. So make sure that you do stop over and let her know I sent you. Donnell's Stitchery. I cannot drop the link. I thought I had it set up to automatically drop at the end of this video. If it does not drop you over there, please go over. Let's hit her chat really, really hard. It's going to be fun to see the look on her face. Let me see if I can do it this way. Excuse me, guys. I want to make sure that I send this. Oh, holy goodness. I'm way down in the chat here. No wonder I was falling behind a bit. And, boy, I was way back. Yeah, my chat wasn't moving over here. Yes, purchase the PDF Dragonfly. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I can't get it over here. I am way down in the chat, and it's just not letting me. So anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I humbly appreciate you. Go over to Donnell's Stitchery. In your YouTube app, look for live, Donnell's Stitchery. And let her know I sent you. I'm going to slip over there for a couple of minutes. Then I'm going to go wake hubby up. And then I'm going to start my Easter dinner. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care. Bye-bye.